What is up, everybody? Ethan back tonight with another beer review, and what I've got today is Springfest IPA. This is out of the renowned Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, which I've been to. Sierra Nevada Brewing Company out of Chico, California, and their second location in Mills River, North Carolina. That's the one I went to. This is a 6% ABV IPA, family owned, operated, and argued over. Purest ingredients, finest quality, they say. So this is their springtime IPA. Here we are in the middle of winter. It's actually the first day of February that I'm recording this. It's cold, so a lot of us, including me, are eagerly awaiting spring. So this is a limited release for the spring, so they release it early in winter. And this is a very fresh package date of 12/5/25. So they packaged this right before Christmas. So very fresh beer. I like that. A lot of craft beer you get, unfortunately, is out of date. Ooh, let's go ahead and crack it. Had a little spritz out there. And it is a cold evening here in North Georgia. Probably around 31 degrees, 30 maybe. Supposed to drop into the 20s tonight, but we're going to do a beer review regardless. So 6% ABV is a very sessionable ABV for an IPA. Most IPAs are kind of in that 7% range. So I like the kind of lighter IPAs. I'm kind of a lightweight with IPAs. I like them kind of lighter than the heavier, real double, triple IPAs. I like those. I just don't drink them a lot. They're a little too much for me. So on the aroma, I'm getting like a piney lemon kind of. Is this a West Coast or a New England hazy? Judging by the appearance, it looks like a West Coast, kind of, less cloudy. The New England hazy is usually, as the word would suggest, very hazy. So I don't know. What is this? It doesn't say. But yeah, I got a 6-pack of this, a 6-pack of cans at Walmart. And believe it or not, it was a really good deal. It was like $10 for a 6-pack, which for craft beer is pretty good. So it poured a very thick, foamy white head, ascending bubbles. Very, very light appearance, I will say. For an IPA, that almost looks lager territory for the appearance. Very light, very crisp looking. Almost looks, like I say, like a lager or a pilsner. Let's go ahead and try it. Cheers. Through all that foamy white head. Yeah, so that's definitely a West Coast. It has a piney hoppiness. IBUs are probably at least 50. It's definitely not hazy or juicy, which I like, because sometimes those get a little old for me. I kind of like the kind of more traditional IPAs, kind of West Coast. My fellow YouTuber, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, will say, a Westie is the bestie. And, a lot of times I don't disagree. This definitely has a more West Coast vibe and presentation to it. It's one of those beers, though, the more you drink it, the less bitter it gets. When you first initially sip it, it's a little bitter, but then the more you drink it, it mellows out as your palate, your mouth, your tongue, they all get used to it. It's pretty nice, and I will say, it's clean and crisp. There's no juicy sediment kind of heaviness. There's no kind of old flavors. The fact that this is really fresh, I kind of taste that. It's really nice to have a fresh craft beer, because a lot of times, I think in my Moosehead Lager review that I did a couple weeks or months ago, and another craft beer I bought at a nearby liquor store was out of date because people just aren't buying craft beer anymore like they used to. So they just sit on the shelves for months and months, and people don't buy them. They go out of date. So people like me and, fellow craft beer enthusiasts, we buy them and we're like, oh, well, damn, they're out of date. So got to check the dates, got to make sure they're in date. Fresh beer is always better. It's not like wine and liquor that, you can age and taste better with age. The fresher it is, the better it usually tastes. Unless it's a bourbon barrel-aged stout. That's a whole different kind of ballpark. But a light kind of IPA like this, the fresher it is, the better it is. All right. I feel like I'm kind of rambling a little bit. Let's go ahead and try it. Beautiful sunset tonight on this cold evening, and I need to hurry up because I'm losing daylight. But it's about dinner time, supper time, 6 o'clock in the evening. Days are getting a little longer, but still cold. After December 21st, the winter solstice, the days gradually get longer. We're still really cold in January and February, but the days are getting a little longer, which I like. It gets a little depressing when the sun goes down at 5:30 every night. So yeah, what would I score this? I like it. Would I drink this every day? No, definitely not. I'm more of a PBR, Coors, Miller High Life guy, Busch Light even. I actually had a Busch Light earlier. Those are my kind of go-to beers that I drink on the regular. This is not something I would drink on the regular. That being said, though, it's really good. Just because you wouldn't drink something a lot doesn't mean it's not good. I think people have that misconception of, oh, if you wouldn't drink it often, you must not like it. Well, no, it's just, A, it's kind of more of a special occasion beer. B, it's higher alcohol. C, it's more expensive. So, after working or whatever, a long day, this is probably not something you'd reach for after doing yard work, after cutting the grass in the summer. This is more of a, I want to taste good beer kind of beer, not a, it's been a long day kind of beer, if you get my drift. That being said, I'm going to give it an 89, a B+ out of 100. I like it. I'd buy it again. Sierra Nevada's a, very, I don't want to say famous, but they have a very solid reputation in the craft beer industry. They're one of the bigger, more well-known craft breweries in the United States, I would say. Them and maybe New Belgium, Voodoo Ranger, kind of the usual suspects. Founders, maybe. Bell's. So yeah, 89 out of 100, I think I said, for the Springfest IPA. It's not spring yet, but it's cold, but a lot of us are eagerly awaiting spring. So yeah, 89 out of 100, Springfest IPA out of Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Cheers, and thank you for watching.